July 21st, she had confronted Asmodeus. They were still cohabitating together. She confronted Asmodeus about me, and I don't know if she said Constance or Connie, but she asked him, did he know me? And he said no. So then I guess she started pouring out receipts, and we already know that they went inside and out through all of my platforms. They found the breadcrumbs. So she was like, there really is no need to lie because we have way too many receipts for you to sit up here and lie about these transactions. So he did admit knowing me and having dealt with me. He told her that we met either at the end of 2023 or in January of 2024. And that's why I was so meticulous in the very beginning of my series, showing all the text messages, the phone calls, the video snippets, the photos, the conversations that he had between my sister and himself. I had to go and get all of those details and compile them to prove, number one, we didn't meet in December and we damn sure didn't meet in January. We met in September. I did let her also know that we met on blackpeoplemeet.com. I let her know what his profile said. I let her know what my profile said. I let her know our first date, everything. So she went on to say that he said that not only had we just met, but that I knew all about her. I knew where he lived, and I was pretty much just a friend that he was messing around with. He went on to say that the condom broke and that I took a plan B, and boom, I ended up pregnant somehow. So if you have been following, you know all of these things. Every single teeny tiny lie, every single lie that he has said, I have receipts to combat it. Number one, there was no condom. There was never a condom. There was no condom. Number two, the only reason that we had the plan B is because I purchased it because he asked me to purchase it because he had this weird fetish for sprinkling his seeds in the garden. With full knowledge, I didn't know at the time, but the man had full knowledge that he had 6.5 kids. He had 6.5 kids at this time. He knew. He knew she was pregnant, and he knew that prior to her pregnancy, his girlfriend's pregnancy, that he already had 6 children. Somehow weirdly gets off on sprinkling people's gardens with the seeds and acts super surprised when they end up with child. I've been here before, not this particular situation, but I've been here before, where you talk to the girlfriend or the fiance or the wife. It's a very traumatic experience for everyone involved, especially the one that's been loyal and consistent throughout all of the years. I don't care what anyone has to say, at the end of the day, ultimately, you don't treat people like shit. You don't take people's kindness for weakness and treat them like shit. You don't. That man knew good and damn well how to treat a human being and just chose not to. I understand that it's very abnormal for friendships or relationships of any kind to flourish through this kind of trauma, through this kind of experience. This woman had had the fuck enough. They had been dealing with each other for between 10 and 12 years, off and on. And so as I tell you guys more about the details of our conversation, I say it with like the utmost sincerity and sensitivity, because we're talking about a human being. We're talking about a mother. We're talking about a new mother again now. We're talking about someone that is going through postpartum right now. We're talking about someone that, from what I heard and what I've read, what I've heard from speaking to her, she really only did good by that man, and he took complete, full, total advantage of her. And I find that shit disgusting and fucking repulsive. He told her that he was going to work. All the nights that he wasn't home, he was at work. Allegedly. He was not. He was with me. I only knew that they resided together once more as of January when the fire took place. That's when she allegedly flew from California to come to New Jersey here to aid with an intervention for their daughter, because as Modia said, she was having behavioral issues and she started the fire. At that point in time, and only at that point in time, did I know that they were cohabitating again. He also told me that she was moving back to California and that his daughter was going with her. I had no idea that that man was living with his girlfriend. I had no idea that she was pregnant. Look, come on, if I didn't know they were living together and they were in a relationship together prior to this fire, there's no way I was gonna know that she was with child all of this time. It's unfortunate because there really actually are women that are okay with that. They're okay with those circumstances just for some sex. I'm not that woman by any means whatsoever at the fuck all. I would fucking never. One, I'm too damn selfish. I'm way too damn selfish. I don't need to share a man. There are like 70 men just like Asmodeus on my block alone. There was nothing special about Asmodeus that got him in the position that he had in my life, aside from him being my boyfriend. So when he sat here and said that I was just a friend that he was messing with, he was just sleeping with, that's when my feelings got hurt. That's when my feelings really got hurt. Because I'm just like, let me get this shit fucking straight. All the things that I've negotiated, compromised with, all the things that I've done, all the support that I've given, all the financial support that I've given, all the understanding that I've had to have for you. And you would really sit here and not deny that you were sleeping with me, but deny that we had a relationship together. There's not a man on God's green fucking earth that could have gotten all of that I gave that man for sex in exchange. Not to mention, I get it. Hear me out. I really get it. I know that I seem like a woman that needs attention or likes attention. I don't need attention so bad that I would sit up here and sleep with someone else's man while he is in a relationship with her and they live together. I don't need attention that bad that you were my only fucking option. You were the first person that I came in communication with and contact with on the dating app. There were 1,999 other men that wanted to shoot their shot, and I chose you. So it's safe to say, very obviously, that I don't have a problem in the dick department. And I would never sit here and cook and clean and be invested and care and have to listen to your feelings and listen to you in conversation and deal with all the bullshit for a man that I'm just fucking. Is it not obvious? Like, is it not obvious? To be painted as that woman is so fucking disgusting, and I don't know what I expected. Like, we're talking about Asmodeus here. This man didn't lie on everybody but God. Everybody but God. And never blames the devil, interestingly enough. It's just the women. It's always the women. It's always single black moms. It hasn't been Satan yet. You know why that is? Because that nigga is the fucking devil. He is fucking Satan. Why do you think I named this series Sleeping with the Devil? He's the fucking devil. Of course he wouldn't blame himself. There's too many women around him for that. He'll blame you first.